All right. Stays up. Maxo. Maxo Yame. Shomani. Hey. Akane. Hey. Okay, let's warm up. Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. All right, left ankle around. So today will be the last class on Hangetsu, reverse. The idea is understanding Hangetsu-dachi compared to other stances, other leg. Not that Hangetsu-dachi is a superior stance to all the others, but it can be used in places where you would use other stances. So we'll do comparative analysis, these around. So knowledge of Hangetsu is not required for this class. It does help since we're doing the kata at the beginning and the end, but the stance itself will be used throughout the class, but that does not require kata knowledge. Okay. Hips around. So verse. So again, if some of you heard, I was speaking with Dan before class, figure out have any of us ever used Hangetsu-dachi during komite. I think the answer is not intentionally shoulders, but sometimes accidentally when you're kind of halfway between moves. So my theory for this class is that Hangetsu-dachi is a good transitional stance when you're going to be shifting around in stances quite a bit. Arms. So that's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Anyone wants to compete me in that, come fight me. Crossing. Palms up. And it'll be shoulders. Twisting. Bend your left knee, both feet flat, deep front stance. Ankle over, hands up, hip down. And hands to the floor. Push out your back heel. Lean back, pull your shoulders back. Other direction, both feet flat, deep front stance. Ankle over, hands up, hip down. Hands to the floor. Back leg straight. Shoulders back. Hand up now. Left to right. Ear to shoulder. And around. Reverse. And check it out. Turn around, straighten your gi. Okay. Plus. Okay, so again, comparing stances. So for every drill we do, we'll do it with Hangetsu-dachi as well as some other stances to compare. So let's start off first with left leg forward, get on the right. So stepping into Hangetsu-dachi, Shotokan, then shifting to Kihon, MP. So from here, Shotokan, Hangetsu-dachi, shift, Hangetsu-dachi. Then reset. So no speed, no power. Ready? One count. Itch. Back. Knee. Back. Some. Sheet. Go. Hook. Sich. Hutch. Two. Ju. Okay. So same hand techniques, different stance. So this time, instead of Hangetsu-dachi Shotokan, stepping in Hangetsu-dachi Shotokan, and shifting Kihon. So again, Shotokan, MP, watch your feet. Don't fall into Hangetsu-dachi. No speed, no power. Itch. Knee. Some. She. Go. Hook. Sich. Hutch. Q. Ju. Okay, so other leg. Then we'll do the comparative drill. Okay. One count. Shotokan, MP versus Hangetsu-dachi. Okay. Ready? Itch. Knee. Thumb. She. Go. Baku. Shichi. Hachi. Q. Ju. I lift, try to bring the elbow a little lower. So not necessarily shoulder level, but low shoulder. So squeezing on here a little more. Yes. Okay, now Hangetsu-dachi, MP in Kibashi. So no Zenkutsu-dachi. Ready? Rich. Knee. Some. She. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Q. Ju. So now let's do a comparison. So Zenkutsu-dachi, 1, 2. Then right after that, Hangetsu-dachi, 1, 2. So odd counts, Zenkutsu-dachi, even counts, Hangetsu-dachi. Okay, so you should alternate each move. They should feel slightly different each time. Try to figure out what that difference is. So let's start first, left leg forward. Okay. So first one, Zenkutsu-dachi. Second one, Hangetsu-dachi. 1 count. Try to add speed. That's where you'll find a difference. Ready? Pitch. Now, Hangetsu-dachi. Knee. Zenkutsu-dachi. Thumb. Hangetsu. Chi. Zenkutsu. Zenkutsu. Go. Hook. Sich. Hach. Two. Ju. Other side. Remember, Zenkutsu-dachi first time, second time, Hangetsu-dachi. Ready? Speed, try to find a difference. Rich. Knee. Some. She. Go. Different legs each time. Look. Sich. Hach. Two. Ju. Okay, so pop quiz. Who felt the difference between the techniques? Okay, so Dan, help us out. What felt different?
So was more like a transitions.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. So can you show us, Dan, like what the transition difference feel?
When I do Zenkutsu-dachi, I'm trying to close as much distance as possible. And everything about my upper body, including my arm, is going forward just by virtue of the fact that my back leg is straight and my stance expands, pushing, opening up. Whereas the Hangetsu-dachi is the opposite. I am pulling in with everything towards a static spot. So this is moving into a target that I'm not positioned for already. This is staying in place and pulling in. Then when I do this counter, I'm already more set up. That's
So
the
for
difference.
kumite, which one would you use in which situation?
Hangetsu-dachi if I want to meet my opponent. Hangetsu-dachi if my opponent's already coming in. Or maybe I thought I wanted to meet my opponent, but then my opponent moved in. Change the distance, change the necessity to block more forward or backward.
So there you go. That's the answer I was looking for, Dan. Thank you very much. So the idea is the arm mechanics are very similar. But the issue is when you want to meet them. So, I need to change something. So, hold on a second. So the idea is, as you mentioned, if the opponent's already coming at you, you kind of don't have the time to really step into them and block all the way out there. So, if they're already here, you really can't do this. They've already got their hand in their chest. But with the Hangetsu-dachi, they're already on the way in. This is a short one. You can finish them here, which if you notice my elbow is in line with the edge of the frame as opposed to Hangetsu-dachi. My elbow is pretty much in the same spot as before, but I just blocked them closer to me. So again, not a better technique, but for a different engagement. But again, we're still using the same hands here. So the entire time during this class, we'll be using the same attack block techniques, just with a different stance underneath it. Thank you, Dan. Okay, next one. Let's go a little more on this one. I'll do all three, and then we'll just go straight into that. So first one, just in place, left leg forward, kamae, Hangetsu-dachi. Okay. So first one, I'm sorry, stepping in. This one, uchuke, Hangetsu-dachi, Nibanzuki. Then going back, uchuke, Nibanzuki. So Yakuzuki first, Kizamizuki second. Okay. Next count, stepping in, Shutoke, so back stance. Then again, Nibanzuki into front stance. Then stepping back, Shutoke. For the purpose of this drill, your left foot stays. Move your back foot, Yakuzuki, Kizamizuki. And then the third one, Hangetsu-dachi, Nibanzuki, Hangetsu-dachi, Nibanzuki. Okay. So 6 counts. 1, 2, Hangetsu-dachi. 2, 3, 4, Shutoke. 4, 6, 5, 6, Hangetsu-dachi. Okay. All across techniques. So we do Shutoke or uchoke. Okay, start left leg forward, then your left foot does not move, even from Shutoke. Your back foot moves for Shutoke. Okay, ready? Itch. Front stance. Knee. Front stance. Okay. Shutoke. Some. Shi. Hangetsu-dachi. Go. Roku. Okay. So again, 6 counts, same rhythm. Itch. Knee. Some. Shi. Hangetsu. Go. Okay. Okay. 2 moves, 2 in, out, each count. So 3 counts total. So each count in, out. Okay. Hangetsu-dachi first, Hangetsu-dachi second, Hangetsu-dachi third. Ready? Itch. Knee. Some. 1, 2, 3, okay. All 6, 1 count. Okay, but stop after each technique. So don't try to blur your techniques. So 1, 2, 3, pause. 2, 3, 4, pause. Okay, so don't just try to go back and forth as fast as you can. Okay. Remember, we're trying to find the difference between the stances, not how fast you can do the technique. Ready? 1 count, whole thing, 3/4 speed. Pitch. Ready? Remember, your legs are doing something different each time. Knee. Ready? Yep. Some. Okay. One more, speed. I'm watching. Ready? Keep. All right. Okay, so that one, she's comparing different in and out traversal speeds. Each one's for a different one, different technique, a different type of attack, but similar answer before, where you want to meet your opponent. The funny thing is, your hands can do the same thing, same movement. It's the last moment you decide where your legs are going to be. I feel like many times in komatai, I'm going to do sotoke, I'm going to do sotoke, and I decide the last moment, I'll do it in Hangetsu-dachi, or maybe I'll do it in kihon. Maybe even if I'm not very brave, I'll step back and do it in Hangetsu-dachi. So my legs will change based on where I meet my opponent. My hands are doing similar things. Okay, now, right leg planted. Okay, left leg forward, right leg forward. Okay, uchi okay, Hangetsu-dachi. Ready? 6 counts. Itch. Back, knee. Hangetsu-dachi. 3, 4, Hangetsu-dachi. Go. Boku. Again, 6 counts. Starting with Hangetsu-dachi. Itch. Knee. 3, 4. Go. Boku. That's okay. So again, 6 moves, but 3 counts. So Sergey, when you first go in, Hangetsu-dachi, Uchi-uke, Yakuzuki, Kazamazuki. Same thing going backward. Uchi-uke, Yakuzuki, Kazamazuki. Second one, when you go in, Shuto, Yaku, Kazami, Shuto, Yaku, Kazami. Third one, when you're going in, Hangetsu-dachi, Yaku, Kazami, Hangetsu-dachi, Yaku, Kazami. Okay, 3 counts, in and out each time. Hangetsu-dachi, Kokutsu-dachi, Hangetsu-dachi. Ready? Itch. Knee. 3, Recount again. Ich. Ni. Okay. All 6. One count. Remember, not speed front to back, speed in between. Pause after each Kazamizuki. Ready? Zenkujachi first. Ich. Ni. Okay. Last one. Come. Yamash. All right. So that can be done with Kokustachi staying in back stance. I tried practicing that. I am rotating my hip anyway. So I just went with every single move. Just rotate your hips. Okay. Next one. Let's kick a little. So block with your left hand for this entire drill. Let's start right leg forward, zen switch touch. Okay. So stepping back, get on by left hand. Ich. Front leg, my moashi, ich, knee. Okay. Then once your leg lands, step in my gary back leg. End up right leg forward. Some. Okay. Finishing where you started. Okay. So right leg forward. Step back, block. So again, move forward. Yeah, move forward a lot more. There we go. Step back, ich. Senkusachi. Kick, kick, knee. Okay. Some. Shi. Go. Look. Okay. This time, one count. The moment the hand comes down from my gear, get on by, throw your leg up for Kasami Mawashi. Okay. So after that block, do the fastest front kick you can. Ready? Shi. Go. Boku. Suchi. Hachi. 2. 10. Okay. This time, stepping back, Kokotsudachi, get on by, and then my Mawashi, my yuri. Okay. Same hand, same legs. Just trying to kick from Kokotsudachi instead of Senkutsudachi. Okay. So let's do one count this time. So the moment you land that get on by, throw the kick right away. Ready? Right leg forward. Ich. Knee. Some. Shi. Go. Hook. Suchi. Hach. 2. 2. All right, last one, last stance, Hangetsu-dachi. So again, the moment you land Hangetsu-dachi, immediately into Maya, Kazami Mawashi, Maya Giri. Okay. And for fun, step forward and when you land at the Maya Giri in Hangetsu-dachi, just like the kata. Boom, Hangetsu-dachi. Okay. No Zenkutsu-dachi. Ready? Look at the camera. Itch. Whoop. Knee. Some. She. Go. Hook. Hoku. Touch. Q. Ju. Gonna take your legs out. Take a drink if you need it. Okay, right leg forward. I'm sorry. Starting left leg forward. Block with your right hand. So stepping back first. So again, 1 count. Okay, so step back, Zenkutsu-dachi, get on by, and Kazami Washi, step in Maya Giri. Okay. As we progress to these 30 counts, figure out what difference is between each one. Ready? Itch. Knee. Some. She. Go. Boku. Sushi. Hachi. Q. Ju. Stepping back. Kokotsudachi, get on by. Mashi Mawashi. Maya Giri, step in. Okay. You can land in Zenkutsu-dachi for this one. Okay, so left leg forward, Zenkutsu-dachi. Stepping back, get on by, Kokotsudachi. Rich. Knee. Some. She. Go. Boku. Chichi. Hachi. Q. Ju. Okay, switch to Hangetsu-dachi. So no Zenkutsu-dachi the entire time. Hangetsu-dachi. Stepping back, get on by, Hangetsu-dachi. Mashi Mawashi. Maya Giri. Zenkutsu-dachi. Left foot forward. 1 count, each one. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Boku. Shichi. Hachi. Kyu. Ju. Name. All right. So who felt the difference in those techniques between Hangetsu-dachi, Kokutsu-dachi? All right, Sierra, you volunteering?
I felt like I had to be a lot more careful about foot placement coming out of the kick. And the inside of all of my thighs hurts.
That means you're using Hangetsu-dachi properly. Congratulations.
Thanks, I think.
How about that was on the final count, landing. Any difference in the activation of techniques in the beginning? Did you feel any difference there? Or was that just a thermal thigh burning?
Yeah, I don't know. I hurt.
That's fair. That's fair. That means at least you're doing something that is a little different from normal. Any other ideas about what felt different about the techniques? All right, Dan, trying again.
When you step back, how I feel is the Hangetsu-dachi is the most efficient position out of the three to be in if you want to have a strong block. But then this front leg kick is extremely difficult. You have to basically shift your weight back to where you would be in back stance anyway.
Sensei Garabi would hit you with Shanai if you did that.
Well,
yeah, the feeling is that's the feeling. That's correct.
Absolutely, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, when you do front leg kicks, it's supposed to come straight up, and without changing your weight. Much easier to do that in back stance. However, like when you step back into that back stance, I feel like this is less blocking than attack. The block is there for endurance, and you're kind of just trying to dodge. You're trying to escape, pull yourself out, and meet them with this kick. That's very, very easy to do. I've done this in kumite. You just step out, and your weight's all the way back, and you just pick that leg up effortlessly. But then what I noticed about the Hangetsu-dachi, which never occurred to me before, because the washigiri isn't in the kata, but when you step back and you do this get upright in Hangetsu stance, first of all, this is extremely stable because you haven't gone anywhere, you haven't traveled, you're basically doing this in place and you're dropping down and kind of just blocking here. Then my knee is pointed in, so when I pick my leg up to do Mawashigiri, it's primed specifically for this kick. Never thought about that before, because most of our stances are outward tension. So if you want to do Mawashigiri, you have to take that extra step to turn your knee in. It's already turned in here. You kick, and then you do this kick. And again, it's very static. So whereas like when you're trying to step into front stance, you might want to reach your opponent who's far away, so you extend everything, launch. This one, I felt like my opponent was much, much closer, and I could just kick with my fork and then land in this, again, it's very stable inward position. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, so basically, you kind of deconstruct my lesson pretty well. It's a bit of a Goldilocks stance for this one because, we all know that feeling, oh, I have to front leg Kazamigiri, and you want to hike back on it as opposed to the ideal. Already have your weight forward. And again, Hangetsu-dachi is the nice compromise between not too aggressive a block, not too defensive of a block, but right in the middle, right in the Goldilocks zone of, oh, I can definitely move in, sideways, away. I can move anywhere easily from here. So this is where the first one, we showed how easy it is to advance on the technique from a stationary position. This showed how it's easy to retreat and then come back in. So again, Hangetsu-dachi is a bit kind of an in-between stance. It's got a slightly different weight distribution. It's got a smaller profile where your feet are. And that internal tension, although it does feel a little weird, can be used as a springboard into other techniques. So in fact, the moment you transition from Hangetsu-dachi and you start moving into crescent stamps, you're already in Hangetsu-dachi. So instead of waiting for here, and kick, you're already in compressed state where your groin is already pulling in. So this is a nice stance where you're kind of already in between stances. Or if you fail to make a nice stepping back block because the opponent's too close, you can just shortcut it real close. Well, actually just Sanchin-dachi, but you can shortcut it and have a much closer block. And then this is not a bad stance. It's a prime stance to come back at the opponent. So again, my theory from the beginning of class is Hangetsu-dachi is kind of an in-between stance, but you can use that as an advantage to accelerate your transitions. All right. So as I promised, we need to at least do this kata once. Make sure you incorporate these feelings of the ability to transition, especially for knocking down after the kick real quick. Use those feelings in this kata. I know it's not a fast kata, but there are moments when you yuriashi and all of a sudden you find yourself in a stance much quicker than you anticipate. Okay. So I'm going to start back here. Hopefully my 3 stances don't take me into the camera. Balance, Hangetsu. First with cap. Your ich. Ni. Sam. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Kyu. Ju. Which kia. Come. Ni. Sam. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ju. Ichi. Sam. Kiko. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ju. Ichi. Ni. Sam. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Kyu. Ju. Come on. All right. Okay. So Yuriashi, and after the kick, have the feeling of executing a quick stance for transition. Okay. Whole thing, one count. Remember, it's a slow kata. Take your time between the moves, but in those signatures, when they are fast, go fast. Why not? Hangetsu. Yo. Hajime. Sim. Boom. Come on. All right. All right. So normally I end the class with the kata, but the only reason I'm ending it early because I couldn't find a sequence that would fit in 8 minutes nightly. So we're going to end the class how we normally do. So everyone, microphones on. Okay. So 6 people in class, 30 punches left, 30 punches right. So left foot forward, Hangetsu-dachi. Okay. Each punch, 1 count. I'll count first. I'll call the next person, and after the third person, we'll switch. Ready? Itch. Knee. Thumb. Chi. Go. Look. Teach. Touch. 2. 2. 0.
Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hutch, q, do.
You go.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。
Switch feet. Left hand out, right foot forward. Dan.
Ich, ni, san, ich, go, rook, teach, touch, two,
Left.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。
Sugar.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。
Yeah. Itch. Knee. Thumb. Chi. Go. Look. Itch. 2. 2. Feet. Itch. Knee. Thumb. Chi. Go. Look. Itch. 2. 2. Come here. Ibuki up. Down. Back. Forward. Up. Nose. Down. Mouth. Back. Nose. Forward. Mouth. Hey. Turn on shooting your gi. All right. Sit up. Maxo. Maxo yame. Dojo kun. Seek perfection of character.
Seek
perfection of character.
Be faithful.
Be faithful.
Endeavor.
Endeavor.
Respect others.
Respect others.
Refrain from violent behavior.
Refrain from violence.
Show me. Hey. Akane. Hey.
Loose.
Yes.
Loose.